It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Murray from midfield. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Isabella. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though. Running back that had a great game the week before. that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Alert! Monday. Go!
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Middle.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Rosen on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is taken at the 10. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. He also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give coming right is Breida. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running out of the gun here, Breida.
You can tell me these fucking hoes are going to be that massive the entire game, bro.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's our time. It's our time. Spot.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Now it's Rosen. That is caught by the
Y'all gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
49ers.
Now, something's always fucking open for this man, dude.
And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he? Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something. And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. It's complete to Drake. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again, Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Must be nice where you have a good offensive line.
Matt Breida, 76 yards. And the 49ers
makes the game so much easier, I bet.
Quickly for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone.
So much easier, I bet.
And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
This is good, man, but this motherfucker break. You just get lucky as shit in the world, dude.
Touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Alert 3.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shit.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
All day, all day. Motion, motion, motion.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the eye.
Topper!
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And I think he's going to go.
Good game.
Going to get him.
He's
at the 30.
That's going to tell me everything I need to know right there.
49ers.
It's good return,
It's
man.
a 99-yard kick return. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes this a 9-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
They've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost
he's running all the way back across the
They would
field.
have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Motherfuckers, I hate motherfuckers who sub in DBs over at linebacker, dude. It is so weak, bro.
He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if
Mason,
there's a time
you're
to
better than
force
that,
it, he felt like
dude.
he needed to make a play, right?
Like,
Yeah,
why?
exactly
What's the
right.
point
3rd
of it,
down,
man?
You got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
But how about the boost the defense gave them?
Must be
Going
nice,
right out
bro.
on the field, shutting them down, not
Have
giving
a
up
fucking
any
offensive
points,
line that
and turning
block.
the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
He's standing on that 80. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20.
Switch players. Fuck me, man.
Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Right here, right here. 51 the mark.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Motherfucker still has...
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
They run again with Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find some...
Motherfuckers will not get rid of the ball.
He's taken down.
Motherfuckers can bomb cover 3 on me, but I can't do a fucking thing every fucking time, bro.
That's his second.
I don't even understand how bombing cover 3 fucking
works. They do
works.
their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray with a third and long. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well. And understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Deep ball for Goodwin. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check, 43.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. On the handoff, this is Breida. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they take